Good morning. It's Beall Tool Company again, and I'm J.R. Beall, still around. Like Mark Twain, I have to tell you that the rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. We've got a new product to show you today, and it's the Beall Wood Buff Buffer Rake, which I've got here in my hand. This is a little device that I came up with to help clean and condition your buffing wheels so that they're a little softer. After you've used them for quite some time and got a lot of compound in them, they tend to get kind of caked in and the wheel get a little hard. And in the past, when people have asked me what to do about that, I've just suggested that they use some coarse sandpaper, like 60 or 80 grit if they've got it, and hold it up against the wheel, backing it up, of course, with a piece of scrap wood, and that will do a pretty good job of cleaning them out. But it's not quite as good as the buffer rake will do, and that's because of course it has teeth, and this rake is made out of Delrin. Now there are commercial buffer rakes available, but they all have steel teeth, and of course the problem with that is if you use steel teeth on your wood buff, it will turn the buff black and pretty much ruin it for wood. I have a buffing wheel here, and I'll show you how it works. I have a 3-on buff, as you can see, on this lathe, and this particular buff here has got tripoli on it, which is the one that is the most often needs to be cleaned out, because the tripoli you use a lot of it and it gets into the wheel, and sometimes after a while it will get kind of hard with that tripoli in there. So with the buffing rake, when you're ready to clean your wheel, you just hold it like this and run it back and forth a few times. Doesn't take very long, and that will clean off the wheel. Now, you can see a lot of the tripoli is gone. It's a little lighter in color. Now you're going to have a few little fuzzies come out of here as a result of that, just like when the wheel is new, because a few of them get frayed out. And there are a couple of ways you can get rid of those. Mostly I will just take a board, piece of sandpaper, and a board, like in this case the back end of the buffer rake, and hold that up against it. And that does a pretty good job of cleaning those fuzzies off. If they get to be too long and too much of a nuisance, you can also clean them off with a sharp pair of scissors. This one here is pretty good, and doesn't need very much, but if you got some real long ones there that are a nuisance and flap around there, and so just like I do this white diamond here. But anyway, that does a good job of cleaning the buffer off, and it makes it, now it's nice and soft and works well for your delicate work, so that you don't get any burring or rounding over with the buff. In any case, this is the new Beall buff. It will be reasonably priced. I'm sure everybody wants one. I hope everybody wants one. It's the idea of all this is to make me rich. And so thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.